Alright. Hopefully that's working. Okay. Woo! I don't know what they were cheering for, probably Aiden. Okay. So. Sup chat? You're actually the only chat member, so hi Dudley. Or sorry, not Dudley. You're not Dudley. I keep forgetting. Alright, where's my junk session? There it is. What is this? I have no idea what this session is. I'm just gonna delete it. Oh, it's Pyramid for E. Yeah, I'll just get rid of it. There you go. Okay. So, essentially, what I'm going to be doing today is chucking myself 10 years into the past. And I will need some of these cubes to do that. I don't know how many of these cubes I'm going to use, but I'll try to use as many as I can. Okay. So, I have with me a whole bunch of cubes that predate stickerless cubes being legal, which I believe was 2015. So obviously all of them are going to be stickered, but they're also all quite old. I think the newest one here is probably this one, which is an original GE square one, which is like the only good square one back then. Okay. So what these cubes are, this is a Diane 2x2. I don't know if it's old plastic or new plastic, and frankly, I don't know the difference. So it's also very, very small. I think it's like 48 millimeters, I think is what the size was. But even then, this feels a lot smaller than 48. It's definitely not 48. Is it 47? It's either 46 or 47. I can't make up my mind, but yeah, I'll start out with this. Spring noise and 2x2. Alright, well, Diane cubes are still good nowadays. If the screw is black, it's old plastic. Well, that screw looks pretty black to me. What is the difference between old and new plastic? I don't know. But, yeah, first solve, 180. Alright, that's kind of like the tens I expected to be getting. Obviously, I'm not expecting to like break any PBs. I just kind of want to use these cubes to see what cubing was like a year and a half before I started, essentially. Obviously, I think better 2x2s existed in 2015, not just this cube, but... Ah, I messed up my alg. The lack of magnets is really jarring. Cube Man, what's up? You're verified? I have no idea who you are. Well, I'll tell you what, if my camera quality keeps up like this, we'll go back to 2015. Like, for real. $212. Oh! Well, that happened. Does it just go in like this? Hope so. Well, that's a new one. How does this go back in? Okay, I think one goes over, one goes under. Like these two weird clips. Aha! I figured it out. Technically, I could have stopped the timer a lot earlier because it was a piece of one color. But, you know. Okay. Ooh. This is gonna really test my EG2 execution. Apparently it's not that good, but I'm also using whatever this thing is. Obviously it's a die-in 2x2. I don't know if it has like a specific name. Okay. I still haven't beaten my first solve on this yet. I want to at least beat that before I move on to a different puzzle. That wasn't it. That was also not it. Oh, that was actually good though. A really solid one. Okay, surely this is it. Nope, not quite. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, well. I actually wanted the solution. It was going to be a good solve. Okay. Now let's play the game. Which corner did I twist wrong? The old shades go crazy, yeah. Okay. Alright. I just gotta beat 1.8, and then I can move on. Two. Like, people globals 2 back with this cube. Or with similar cubes, I guess. Which one is this? Yes! 155 on this thing. Alright. So, what event do you guys want me to move on to next? We got square one, 3x3, 4x4, or 5x5. These are both East Sheen, which means that they don't have any springs. This one is especially slow, so you guys probably won't want to see 5x5. So we got this. Alright. If we do choose to do 3x3, I'll take like a vote in the chat about which cube to use, because this is a Dian Zanchi. This is a Fengshi Shuang Ren, I think. And then this is a Moyu Huanying. I think this was Moyu's like second or third cube, I forgot. It like came after the Weilong, right? The 4x4? You want to see me do it on the 4x4? Also, holy crap, what is this stream quality? I think it's actually kind of fitting though, that like the 2015 cubing is a 2015 camera. Alright, I'm seeing one response for 4x4, so I think I'll just do that for now. Ooh, I just had an idea. What if I use reduction? Because like back when Ishin cubes were relevant, reduction was the best method. So I think I'll do yeah for my first level and see how I feel about doing one with reduction. No, 103. Alright. We gotta get 1/1 at least. That was no parity too. It might actually be hard to get a sub-1 though. Welcome, Master Cubes. He must be the master of cubes then. No, we got parity. No, double parity. Alright, that was a 113. That was quite bad. Is it just me, or does this keep getting looser? I can't tell if the cube is getting looser, or I'm just getting more used to it. Okay. No. And a V perm. 110. So it's gonna be super hard though. Hi Ken, how you doing? I'm doing good, Genius Cuber. How about yourself? I mean, I'm doing good in terms of like, I'm doing okay as in like mentally and physically. I'm not doing okay in terms of solving. I got a 986 AO100 today. First 10, nice. You are now a sub 10 speed cuber. More parity. Another V perm. 108, okay. I just need to solve where I don't get Ola parity, because Ola parity makes me lose like 10 seconds. That seems painful to turn. It's honestly not that painful to turn. It's more so painful to, It's more so painful to, like, in between turns. Because, like, it's very smooth. It's a very smooth cube. And it feels, like, next to frictionless. But it has, like, a zero corner cutting whatsoever. Because these cubes didn't have any springs in them when they were first made. What up, Adam? I'm trying to get a sub 1 on this. Oh, whoops. More parody. S move Alex on an E Sheen 4. That was a 112. Why though? Why not? It's boomer cubing. We gotta, like, back when these cubes were a thing, people globaled sub 1. Was it Mr. Greasy? Welcome. Okay. Of course. It's hard to distinguish between the red and the, well, I guess pink on this cube. That was a 107. I just need one good one without parody. The very first one. Oh my gosh. Are we back? PB? Okay, I'll try it out real quick. What is this? That was a pretty insane scramble. Anyway, back to this. Yo, one move first center. Slice moves are impossible on this cube. No! Dang it, dude. Less than a second off. What is the point? Because it's fun. Why not? After I do this, I'll do some 3v3 solves on one of these cubes, and it'll actually be like going good. I mean, I could easily just cop out, switch to like a Shangshao 4x4 and get sub 1 first try, but I feel like that's cheating now. Yes! We got one. Thank you for your signature, World. Yeah, no problem. Alright, we got the sub 1 on an Ishin 4. Alrighty, so we have a couple options now. You can either watch me suffer trying to do an Ishin 5, you can watch me do okay at square 1, or you can watch me try to be sub 10 on one of these. I'm going to rule out the Ishin 5 for now. I'll maybe do one solve at the end of the stream, but we can either do one of these 3x3s or the square 1. Which one? Gotta vote for square 1. Trying to be sub 10 on those 3x3s? I think I would only be able to be sub 10 on the Moyu one since it's the newest. Alright, I'm seeing a bit more Squan votes than anything. Oh, 3x3. We got one back. Alright, it's tied now. Next new person to say the Squan or 3x3 is what we're gonna do then. If we even get a new person. You know what? If you don't get a new person, I'll just flip a coin. Do I even have a coin? I have a center cap. Alright, so if it's logo, we do 3x3s. If it's not logo, then we do square 1s. It landed in here. I'm gonna retry that. Oh, it's logo. We're doing 3x3s for now. Oh, John just said 3x3s, so we were gonna do them anyway. Alright, now the real question is, which one do I start with first? So we got a Dian Zanchi, a Fengqi Shuangren, and a Mui Huanying. I want to start out with the Shuangren because I think it's gonna be the worst. It also just looks hideous. I don't know the ZB, I'm sorry. Alright, we got 14 on first solve. Would we pump an 80s Rubik's brand full of DNM? I don't want to be the guy to do that, so. Alright, we got a 12. Once I get one sub 10 on the Swanger, and I'll move over to the Huan Ying, I think. What? I did a freaking dock case VLS. And it gave me J-Perm. That was sick. Is that the limited edition cube or am I tripping? No, it's just an illusion. So like it has primary internals, but the actual caps are black. And then it's just normal stickers. I got this one just because it looked the coolest out of all of them. Sub 8.5. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Oh wait, yeah, I can switch cubes now. I want to do one more. I think I might have known that one looked last year, but whatever. Also, the oldest cube I have is a Gans 356. I think I have one. I have a Gans Air, not a Gans 356. Alright. Mo Yu Huan Ying time. Also, like, listen to this cube. That just sounds like 2013. That is like the definition of a 2013 cube sound. Oh, whoops. I knew the ZB though. That was a bit of a joke solve, but wide F moves. Alright. I think my hypothesis was right in that this is the best cube. Nine three. I'm like actually globaling like a little bit over a second and a half of my actual global. What? Okay. We got a 7-2. That's quite insane. Ah, we're at the sub 10 streak, but yeah. Have you ever been called stoic to what people say? I have no idea what that word means, if that's even a word. Have you ever tried unsolving a cube? My record is 3 hours. Unsolving a cube? I feel like my record's got to be a couple seconds then. Yeah, that F-perm was not pretty. Oh my gosh, the M slices. Yo, Rue users, how do y'all do it? Stoic means you don't show emotion to what people say. Yeah. I think. How many PLO skips can I get on this cube? I feel like becoming sub 10 is mostly achieved through breaking a mind block. I assume you meant to say mental barrier, but for sure mind block. After I did this, sub 10s became easy. Well, yeah, mental barriers are a real thing. I mean, no, they're not. They're a completely fake thing. Oh, whoops. Probably shouldn't use that apron just because it's more moves. I need to, like, use algorithms that have less moves. Like, I don't know many of those. Can I corner twist easily? Oh, wow. The PLL skip cube. I think my PLL skip percentage on this cube is higher than any other cube in my collection just because of those two. The scramble sucks, but I'm gonna... I guess RUU firms are the way to go. I'm gonna try to see if I can, like... I've gotten 5 LL skips and 2 were on 4x4. On 4x4? Wow, okay. That's quite lucky. I'm gonna try to channel 2013 finger tricks, too. Dude, how do people, like... I don't get it. How fast is he? The stream lags a lot. Well, on this cube, I'm averaging, like, 10. I did anti-Seola. That was so cringe. If I would have just done it the normal way, I thought it would have given me a G perm, and I thought, you know what, let's just go the other way because G perms suck, and then I get N. Why is your average of 123.07? Oh, this is a junk session. So, like, I don't care what times go in here. So, like, at the start of it, I was getting, like, 12s, 20s, and, yeah, here. You can see a bunch of times in, like, the mid 1 minutes. I think I actually did a session with, like, a bunch of 10-minute solves. It's just, I don't care about the session, so just ignore the stats here. Especially this graph. Like, look at the... I don't know how well the graph makes out, but it's like, it's flat, giant spike up to like 5.5 minutes, and then immediately just goes flat again. My friend actually came into Pura finals in Worlds. Wow, okay, that's impressive. Who were they? Out of curiosity. The only finals I made it into was FTO, which I actually did really well in. Okay. Mazer Herdik. That's a last name and a half, man. From Canada. All right. I don't know them, so I probably don't know how to pronounce their last name. But yeah, congrats to them, I guess. Alright. Alright, I think we're gonna go with the Zanchi now. Holy crap, the stickers. What? Why did that actually feel nice? I'm so happy that Ignace and Dom podiumed in Skewb. I am too, to a certain extent. I'm just sad that Jacob didn't perform as well as he did in the earlier rounds, but 172 for podium, like I don't think that Jacob would have ever been able to do that in any universe. At least as of now. Okay, I did pseudo slotting. How many people were doing pseudo slotting in 2013? Ah! Well. Alright, now where's the corner? There it is. At least we get to take a look at the mech. That is a wacky looking corner piece. Look at that. That's not a regular corner. I don't know if the pseudo slotting was a thing back then. Probably not. Okay. I tried doing a single RF prime, and that's what happens. I also have a Guhong. So if this cube pops too much, I might switch to that Guhong instead. Oops. I think my goal should be a sub 10 hour to 12. I don't think I have that yet. What? Skewb World's Podium is world record podium? Of course it is. I don't think there's been a ski round in the history of ever where a 1.7 average doesn't win, and 1.7 got you third. Ah! What was your first speed cube, by the way? My first speed cube was a, I forgot what, it was a Diane cube, and I forgot what type it was. It started with a P. It was a Diane P something. I remember it rhymed with Zanchi, and I was like, why did they spell Zanchi with a P? But it was actually pronounced Panchi! That's what it was. My first speed cube was a Diane Panchi. Top 6 of Skewb finals is sub 2? Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah, I lost that cube like a while ago. Like before I even started competing. You like that VLS? Is that your main cube? No. No, I'm just using it for fun. Because, like, I was into puzzle solving, like, twisty puzzle solving in general, like, before I was into, like, speed cubing. Like, I was able to solve stuff like my Terraminx before I even went to my first competition. Or, like, did a first, like, sit-down practice session. Like, the first way I learned how to solve a 3x3 was my own method, and I based it off of the floppy cube method. I don't know how I managed to figure it out back then, and I have forgotten my method since. So, I don't know. 2017 Canyon was a different being, I feel. That was a really good solve. What the hell? I was like, there are better cubes behind. Yeah, I have so many better cubes behind here. I'm just using old ones just because it's fun. You solved it without any tutorials? Well, I looked up a floppy cube tutorial because I had one of those at the time, and then I kind of like, I built the middle layer, so I kind of invented belt method. Sorry, everyone. I built the middle layer. I found out algorithms to orient the edges, and then I used floppy cube algorithms for the rest of it. I basically did domino reduction. Like, that was my method. Solve the middle layer, orient all the pieces, domino reduction. Like, that's essentially what I did. I was sub 10 in 2017. No, you were not. Dang. Also sub 8 years old. I got a 695 with ZB. I feel like getting a 6 on a cube like this would be realistically a challenge for me. But, yeah, good job on the sub 7. Sub 7s are no joke. Cross plus 1. If you ever need more of a reason to learn cross plus 1, that's your main reason. I didn't do it on that solve, and I went from getting 9s, 8s, 10s to a 12.1. What's your main event? I don't really have a main event. If I had to choose one, I'd probably just say FTO, but that's not really an event. At least not yet. I kind of just do whatever events are at my next competition. Oh my gosh, the M-Slexes. This is funny. I don't like this. Wait, maybe I do. Do I like this scramble? Yes, I do. Ah. Yep, that didn't work. Bro. This is why you shouldn't use fancy algorithms. Alright, let's try it again. Okay. I'm also probably the only people prop who likes the 15 much more than the 12. I assume you're talking about the GAN cubes? I hate both. Alright. What do you average? What do I average? I average around like low 8 nowadays, I want to say. Obviously not on this cube, but like on an actually good speed cube. I have 820 average of 100 on camera. One of my live streams I was just popping off. Dude, I guess fancy finger tricks are just banned. Why is your Megaminx one move away from being solved? Oh, my bad, sorry, let me fix that for you. There you go. Guys, I think this cube is the old GAN 14. That was a good one. Ah, dang it! That was such an easy ZBL. I literally just needed to make 2 of those R's wide R's, and it would have just skipped the U perm. Oh yeah, low 8, that's nice. How long have you been cubing for? I've been cubing for just under 9 years now. But I've done like speed cubing for just under like 6. Alright, I might actually go back to the Huanying soon. Ooh, a solve like that makes me think otherwise though. That was really smooth. I've been queuing for 3 years and I averaged low 10. Well, honestly, it took me like 5 years to get sub 10. So you're definitely faster than me at improving at least. Whoops. I've been queuing for 1.5 years and I average about 11? What the hell? Kids these days are way too crazy at improving. I say kids these days like I'm an old man like yelling at a cloud or some nonsense like that, but in reality it's just we have better resources and better hardware now. So it's a lot easier to improve faster. That was an 8? Okay. I'm a big boy, not a kid. You're still a kid to me. Everyone in this chat is a kid to me, by the way. I think it's easier for me to get sub 10 because I always try to speed keep shop. Bro, why did it add shop? Huh? This is making no sense, Adam. I think I knew that one looked last layer, actually. No, I did know it! Ah! It was the freaking one that Timon got in his 451. I averaged almost sub 8 and I've been keeping for 4 years. That's still insane to me. I mean, like, averaging almost sub 8 is already kind of insane to me. I meant to just say speed cube shop when I started cubing. What I wanted there was to get better at 3x3 for like first year-ish. That made no sense, Adam. My younger cousin once asked me if electricity existed when I was young. I like had to slowly read that sentence because I was like, there's no way your cousin's actually asking if electricity existed. And nope, that's just what the sentence was. I got sub 10 like barely a year ago of cubing. Yeah. Oh, that was almost a sub 8. Hey! Yay! We got the sub 10 IO12. Also, wait, 887 average of 5? That's like some of my comp results now. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the Huanying just because it's hard to recognize with these stickers. I want to re-sticker, like, the Diane at least. Because, like, so far my best solve is still on this one, a 7-2. But was openly saying that his little cousin is dumb. What a mean streamer. No, like, I was reading a chat message. But, like, my cousins are stupid anyway. At least one of them is. Mostly just because she's, like, small. I don't know. I think I like turning the Diane more. One-handed! I completely forgot that one-handed was an event that I can use these cubes for. Alright, next time I get a sub 8, I'm gonna do one-handed on one of these. What do you average? I average low 8 on normal cubes. Well, you saw a video like a few months ago of a Chinese kid who got his first sub 6 average of 5 after 17 months of cubing. That's too fast. Like, it's too intense. I'm the only one who thinks that in 5 years the top 20 will be a Chinese kid with all of them. I don't think in 20 years we'll be seeing all of them, but definitely a good majority. Ah, so close. Timon, yeah, but in 20 years, Timon's not going to be relevant. Unless he is. If you're talking about top 20 fastest right now, well, that happened like 3 years ago, I swear. I always say this to a lot of my friends. Every single cubing career, like at the top level, has a half-life. Unless your name is Felix Zemdex, and then you just do you. Oh. And I guess Ro Hessler as well, but like I don't think he's like at the top level of speed events anymore. He's definitely a top level cuber, but not in like the speed events. Why am I so bad? I legitimately think I'm better on the Zanchi. In 5 years, he'll have a sub 4 average in comp. I don't know. I think he's going to get a bit more. He's going to get it earlier than 5 years in the future. Okay, here's my prediction. He's either going to get it by 2029 or he's not going to get it at all. Okay. I also have a couple other older cubes that I could go grab. One of them is actually a blue Along GT, so I might want to show that off. I learned the beginner's method about 4 years ago, and then I stopped, but I started speed cubing around April to 2024 until November 2024. Around 13 seconds before I quit for the school year. That's respectable. Oh. Alright, do you guys want to see some like limited edition older cubes? I started again 3 weeks ago, now I average 14. For 3 weeks of like completely no practice, going back to a second above your global is nice. Okay. So I have 5 more older 3x3s. I'm gonna try to show them off one by one, but like here's a sneak peek, I guess. So the first one is actually this. I have no idea what to call this thing. It's like, it's concave on the edges, but then it's pillowed in the centers. It's just a funny little shape mod, and it apparently doesn't like having hats. Hello, yeah. Alright, this one is also interesting. It's made by Heafshu, which is the company that made that giant 18cm cube. It's this one, which I did not know that Heafshu actually made other cubes. Looks like a scuffed moon. I mean, can. The next one is, this is a Guhong. So similar to the Zanchi, except older, slightly bigger. Everything's more squared off, and it tends to pop a bit more, I've learned. Like, perfect example right there. This is a Dienma, which, as you can see, it looks ugly as hell. Like, look at that. That's just not pretty. And then we have this one, which is a blue Along GT. And it turns very, very smoothly, and I really love it. I'm from Germany, and my PB average would be NR29. I'll tell you what, NR29 in my country is way too hard. I honestly think I might do some OH with this one. So I'll do this. I don't know if I'm going to use these two, just because they're kind of stupid. Top 0.33? Nice. Alright, let's just do some... Let's just do some good old one-handed. What? For no magnets, not using this cube in forever, that's actually not too bad. Those cubes are probably older than me. I feel like it's bad if I ask how old someone in my stream chat is, so let's refrain from saying your ages. But you can figure it out for yourself. Like, this cube right here was produced in 2010. So, you can figure it out yourself, and then you can keep that information. Those are the times I kind of expected to get. How do I get XP? This isn't Minecraft. Go out in the world, I guess. I don't know how you get XP. You know how old I am. Yeah, Adam, this cube is, like, just about as old as you. Independence Day, yay. It says I'm the king thing with my crown people things. Don't know what any of that means. I'm gonna try using the Guhong for OH, and if I get a pop, then it'll just be funny. Okay, it didn't pop. I'm older than all these cubes, I think. Okay. I am too, thankfully. Good cubes didn't exist when I started existing. That was not the VLS that I thought it was. Okay. I'm gonna try to get 1 sub 15 on this. That lockup made me cry inside. I'm getting like a minuscule lockup like that on every single turn I do, I hope you know. Oh no. That actually wasn't that bad. Okay. Okay. Now I guess we go for a sub 14. Nope, not quite. Imagine Yoda makes one-handed. I would do not want to. Should I do 3 or Squan right now? Oh, shoot. I should definitely do Squan right now. Thanks for the reminder, Adam. Alright, we got 0 pops. I like that. Okay. Oh, hey, it's Jackson. I saw you on the plane ride to Worlds. Oh, are you that guy? So should I do Squan? I'm doing Squan too, so we can race. I swapped over to my Squan session. Whoops. I'm supposed to remain in my junk session and then just switch to scramble type. Oh, that was bad. Alright, 13. That's not too bad. Why is watching Squan turning so satisfying? Probably just because, like, top level Squan turning, it's just, like, it's mesmerizing how they're able to do, like, these advanced algorithms at, like, 10 SPS. Because it's, like, all algorithms. Okay, give me 5. I need to eat. I probably should eat soon, too. Alright, 13. I want to get 1 sub 10. Ideally. Ah, that was close. Whew. Alright, sub 10 is going to be hard, though, because that was a really good solve. Especially if I keep getting parity. Because, like, I'm not going to get a sub 10 with parity on this cube. Maybe a scrum like this is good enough? No. I bought an NetTO and learned how to solve it. What is like the advanced method? The advanced method is Ben Cisco. So take up Ben Cisco. I'm way slower than you on Squan, even with that cube. Well, yeah, that's why I said that we race, because I think it would be funny. Ugh. This is bad. Unfortunate. Okay. Ah, so close. For 3-blind, I can only trace, but when it comes to memorizing, I'm just throwing the memorization stuff out like a toaster. I don't know where the toaster comes into this expression, but if you don't want to memorize stuff right now, you can always just write down the memo on a piece of paper. And then just as you're solving the cube, like under your desk, you can just look at the paper. Like, the fastest solve I've seen on a cube like this is like a mid-5 by Vincenzo. OBL. That was a really efficient solve, though. I need to come up with memo words. Okay. That was bad. Hey, I solved it. Haha, just kidding. I came up with random gibberish words for corner memo, then forgot them. Yeah, we can't be coming up with like gibberish words for corner memo. That's for edge memo. I hate the CS. Ugh. It's 6 slices and it's just awkward to execute. The cube shape. Sub 10 is too hard, man. Again? Come on. Actually executed it right. Of course I get parity. Okay, why was the turning on that solve, like, actually good? If I can get turning like that on an actually good scramble, then sub 10 is free. I'm streaming right now, by the way.
Yeah, I got your watermelon mojito.
What?
Watermelon drink, watermelon mojito.
Yay! I'll be there in just a second. Sick. Sub 20 still. Thank you. Woo, baby. Oh, it's magnificent. I'll awkwardly set it up here in this corner. Trash can there. Okay. Back to the swan. Okay, come on. This is a good one. Is that a milkshake? Yeah, it's a watermelon one. Perfect for summer. Does that have any personal info on it? It does. It does not. It just has a full name of my stepfather, so I'll just try to hide that. Was that +2? I just now realized. Yeah, that was a +2. Why was that solid? Guys, I think I'm late. Nah, you're right on time. I'm gonna get this sub 10 on Swan, and you're gonna be the reason why. I'll just be like, I dedicate this solve to 2H cubing, and then it'll be a sub 10, right? Oh, if I wasn't so trash, it might have been. Enjoy your shake. I'm gonna still stream though. Dang it, man. Wait, what am I doing? I didn't need to do a equator flip. Alright. Which freaking way does it go? Nope. Is it like this? No. Preserve the blocks. Break the blocks. There we go. 2 CPPBO. Ooh. Okay. Dang it, man. Why you gotta give me parity on this one? How is that not a +2? Wow. Okay. I just got an N perm 3 out of 5 souls. Are you serious? Wow, okay. Random question, but is your FZ lubes losing color? I still think that's quite blue to me. Let's cube? Yeah, give me just a second. Oh, let's keep until I get what's it called? Sub 10. All right, I'm gonna flip my camera. Oops, just a moment, so I can get it set up. All right, there we go. It's all set up. Okay. Are these times entering in my CS timer session? Yes, they are. Okay. I also haven't queued today, so I'm gonna be slow probably. Okay, whatever. I've been slow all day, man. That was so close. 10-9. Hey, Kenyon, Riley here. What's up, Riley? Come on, dude. This is such a good scramble. I'm so bad. That should have been a sub 10 easy. Ah, man. Oh, what am I doing? Let me do this. Oh, bro, you beat me by 0.06. Are you kidding? My new PP on 3x3 is 816. Jeez, man. You're getting hella fast. $12.4 with parity. Wow. After this item, let's do 3x3, except I use the die in Zenchi, and we see how long it takes for me to win. Or I use this cube. I genuinely think I'd be better on the Zenchi than this thing. I'm sorry? Bro, what is that? Alright, come on, Scallop Kite. Dang it, dude. I should just be able to tell if it has parity or not just by the scramble, but like I can't be bothered to. Good job at Worlds for FTO, thank you. In hindsight, I definitely knew. In hindsight, I don't think it was possible for me to podium. But I'm glad that I even got close. I technically +2 out of getting 0.01 off of podium. But I got sub 19, or I got sub 18, which was one of my goals. And I also got a nice 14, which was also another one of my goals. I'm still trying to beat my 505 PB single. I actually got my 505 PB single yesterday. It was 50.00. It kind of made me upset. Oh, 1089. Dang it, dude. I'm gonna get 1 sub 10 on this thing, mark my words. Monkey League is back? Yeah, I heard that. I kind of stopped watching Monkey League after season 2, but I think I might just start back up again, watching it. I don't know why I did it like that, but okay. Oh, 11-0. I'm getting really close. It's going to be one of these solves. That's not +2. I just need that one good cube shape with no parity. And then to not choke like I did on that 11-8. I had freaking TJ at like what I can only assume was like low 7 or high 6. Which is like, that's such an easy sub 10, but of course I mess up on one of the agiles. There you go. Ugh. That was close. Glad I traced right though. I was just on pace to break my 505 PB. Stop looking at the timer. Like mid-solve, the absolute worst thing that you can do as a competitive cuber is look away from the puzzle. Like that is just the last thing that you're gonna want to do, period. Especially looking at the timer. Because, like, the timer, the only thing that you're gaining by looking at the timer is seeing what kind of pace you're on, losing out on half a second of look ahead, as well as making you get nervous for literally zero reason. I can't stress enough how many times I can call out people who still peek at the timer. Like, it's a really unhealthy habit, and you should break it as soon as possible. I was just into edges really fast, but and I was curious. You can look at the curiosity like after you're done with the solve. You can get estimates. And if you really, really, really care about the split times, then you can just go into CS Timer and do multi-phase for your 5 session. That was a really good scramble. I'm very sad I threw that. We have Jojo Siwa in our Let's Cube now. I also got like a 9.10 full step. I was so hyped. 9.1 full step is really good. You definitely should be proud of that one. What was the fastest you've ever gone square one? Technically speaking, I have a 3.4, but it's like such a joke scramble that I don't want to count it. So in actuality, I think the easiest thing for me to like count as like my PB would probably just to be like this 4.8 I got a while back. It was a bit of a dumb scramble because it was an OK cube shape, 2 slice CO, 2 slice EO, PBL skip. Like it's still a dumb scramble, but yeah. What is this? This is so trash. U2D2 drag, nice. I'm Jojo Siwa, by the way. Hello, Anonymous. I like the name. My turning is so bad right now. Lol. Makes sense. I mean, my turning isn't great either. But, like, it's understandable I'm using this thing. Wait, what? Oh. It's also hard because, like, I'm so used to black. And so when I just see yellow, I'm like, oh, what is this? Like, I could literally just unsticker the yellow side and I'd probably get better times. Thanks for your tip with the timer thing. What do you mean? Like, the don't look? That shouldn't be a tip I have to give you, though. Like, even people like Max Park and Timon will, like, look at the timer to, like, gauge, like, what type of split they're on. And, like, it just causes extra nerves for no reason. Like, don't look away from the puzzle. Oh! You know what I just did there? That's actually really nice. It's something I haven't mentioned that yet. I'm solving to where the cube, from my perspective, is in front of the timer. So, like, no matter what I do, I have to hold the cube here, and I can't even look at the timer unless I move the cube itself, which is, like, a bigger deterrent. How many algorithms differ on square 1 compared to 3x3? There is zero translation between 3x3 algs and square 1 algs. $12.35 with parity. Ugh. Come on. Yes! There we go. 922. We'll take it. How long are you gonna stream for? Not too much longer. I think I'm just gonna race Adam with yeah, Adam. So we're gonna swap over to 3x3. You use your main speed cube. I'll use the Diane Zenchi, and we see how long it takes me to win one solve. It's not gonna be this one for sure. What is happening? Okay, there's my cross. Yeah, that was a unironic 16. I'm betting one solve. Yeah, about that. It's so hard to distinguish between colors on this just because the stickers are so, like, faded. Ooh. Wow. Okay. I predicted cross +3 there. That solve was really good for like no reason. Alright, so it takes me 3 solves to win on a Zenchi. Ugh. Do you have any cubes that you don't know how to solve? Every single cube in my collection, I know how to solve in theory. Actually doing, hey, I won again. Actually solving it though, there are a couple that I have yet to solve just because I don't want to. Like my Alexander Star. Like, I don't want to do that. It just turns so bad. Alright, can I get the 3? 3 wins in a row. Nope, he got a 7. Alright. What am I doing? What am I doing? It's so hard to recognize anything. Why are there so many good people now? We just got Luke Van Lingman. Oh, what the hell? I beat Adam again. Alright, let's see how many solves it takes me to beat Luke Van Lingman with a Diane Zanchi. I'm pretty sure they have like a close to sub 7 global though, so don't know. It's all about minimizing the TPS. Dang it, I lost to Adam. What's your least favorite cube to solve? My least favorite cube to solve is probably just one that turns really bad. So... I think I'm just gonna go with, I don't know, I enjoy solving all my puzzles though. That's the thing. Like, there's not a single puzzle in my collection I hate solving. I'll just say that right now. But I guess my least favorite, probably just Clock, if I'm being honest, because it's the least puzzle-like puzzle I have. Do you think my TPS is good? My average TPS is like 5.5. You should not be caring about TPS, bro. Like, TPS doesn't matter until you're like sub 8 global. TPS doesn't matter until you're sub 6 pro. Okay. Ooh. Why am I actually averaging sub 9 on the Zanchi? Is that a mint oolong? How did you recognize that this was a mint oolong? Yeah, it's a mint oolong GT. I have no idea how long it's going to take for me to win against Luke, just because I think Luke is actually like a good cuber. In comparison to all of us who are also good cubers, just slightly less. Is that a sub 9 average? Wow, that's a sub 9 average on a Zanchi. Oh yeah, that scramble guy, I'll show it, because, like, scrambles like that get flagged by YouTube because it looks like spam, so try your best not to, like, send scrambles in the chat. You just join our Let's Cube, y'all. Yeah, he's getting 5. I can only assume. Someone just said Canyon. What is your name? So I have some drawers I need to do soon. Alright, you go do them, Adam. Holy crap. I'm actually sub 9 on those entries. This is insane. I joined it, Canyon. Alright, I assume you're the one person that doesn't have a name. I need to be better than a 10.48. Yeah, true. You can't end on that. Okay. I'm gonna have to click new scramble because a couple people joined and sometimes it crashes. Let's queue. Oh well, it makes like everything not work. I'm so scared about doing those wide F moves because I've gotten a couple pops by doing that. I still can't get sub 1 minute because I'm still trying to learn OL and PL. You don't need OL and PL for sub 1 minute. You just need to practice a lot. Like I assume you're using like to insert an edge, you're doing like this. Like all you gotta do is just practice with that a lot, and then I assume you already know 2 look. And if you don't, just learn 2 look. Don't worry about full OL or full PL yet. Alright. Congrats, Adam, on your 6. Still wasn't good enough to win because Luke is just correct. Or maybe it's Let's Cube, I don't know. Whoa, nice. This is like actually fun. I might be back, I don't know. I probably will be ending stream by then. Are you from the US? I am. I'm from Germany. I know a couple people from Germany. No, he's from Chad. I like that. That's actually a country. How do I join in Let's Play? You go to letscube.net and it should be like one of the 2 public rooms that says stream. Whoa, nice. 8:30. Oh! I actually beat Luke. Hold up. What's your PB? 4.5. Could I legitimately win? I met a guy that was really good at Square One. He attended the WCA in Seattle. Pretty cool dude. There's a lot of cool people. 9.8. 19. I think because all of these other people are joining, they don't have the scramble ready to submit. Which means I need to click new scramble, which means that I actually want to solve. Nah, never mind. JoJo see what's too good. What is that? By 0.04, damn. My 4.5 PV though is from like 2 years ago. Or 2.5 years ago now? It's from like December 2022. It's really old. Alright. I just need another solve where Luke doesn't get a good time, I get a good time, and then JoJo Siwa doesn't ruin my dreams. I had my first comp this weekend. Good luck with that. Didn't you get a 3.9? No, that's always fake. Also, this is the same scramble. Yeah. Alright, if it's the same scramble, I just need to do that. There we go. Sorry, anyone that I skipped. It was broken. Nine, 6. I'm still gonna watch stream, I guess, just not solve. Oh, okay. During your, like, sort of hiatus, I got an 8.30 at when Luke got a 9, and I thought I won, but apparently JoJo Siwa got an 8.2, so I did not indeed win. Okay, because Luke left and rejoined, he won't have the scramble, so when everyone submits their time, it's going to skip him. So that technically means I'm gonna win this solve unless one of these guys beat me, but I don't want to count that. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna count that as a win. I like that end perm. It's so hard to do end perms in my cube. Was the 3.9 down solve? Yeah, it was a down solve of like a mid 6, I think, and I was just so mad that I threw away that good of a scramble. Like, that scramble was too goated. Yeah, but it's not a legit solve anyway. I didn't even capture like the actual solve on camera. I just did a reconstruction claiming that I got a solve like that. It was like 2 a.m. I don't know what I was thinking. Is my time showing up? Yeah, you're probably one of the guys with no names. Are you the guy with like a 12.7 average right now? No. Dang it, man. Alright, now here's the real thing. Where am I in my alg? Okay, I found it. 29 casual. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I know who you are then. I went crazy that solve. It's the same scrambled, guys, by the way, so don't do it. You can see my name right now? I can't see your name, no. It still says unidentified. Alright, too many people are leaving, rejoining. I'm gonna click new scram because I think I might glitch that again. Oh, I'm so good. Okay, we're gonna use a different cube. I think that's the right orientation. That is not a possible peel. I kind of like the meme of using a Diane Zenchi, but it's just not good. Alright. I'll swap over to the Guhong is worse. I'll try the Huanying for a bit. How do I have a 987 mean? You've done 3 solves. There were 2 low and mid 10s and a high 8. So there you go. All right, 9-6. How do I have 2 wins? It actually says on my screen that you don't have any wins, so let's keep 10 to like glitch out with those kind of things. It like desyncs. So like sometimes it'll say that you've done like a solve when no one else has done that solve. I know all like the ins and outs of Let's Cube, obviously, because I've made Let's Cube, so I understand what's going on. Also, I have like 15 viewers right now. Thank you guys so much. That's incredible. Yep, this is why we have problems with Let's Cube, Sam. Alright, if I don't get a sub 10 on my next solve, I'll swap over to the Aolong GT just because I think it's my next best cube. My name is up, right? I still don't see it. I'm sorry. I'm getting so close to sub 1 minute, but my hands keep shaking. Just take some deep breaths, calm down, and just solve smoothly. Don't go for speed. Just solve smoothly. And eventually one of those solves will just be lucky enough. I almost got the same time as you. You did almost get the same time as me. Nice. Is like an 11 a good solve for you? Hey! That was nice. I was so close. 101. No. Just keep going, man. You'll get it there. Is it me or does cubing feel dry lately? What do you mean dry? Like it's just kind of like oversaturated? Is that what you mean? If cubing ever gets to be oversaturated, all you gotta do is just use a cube from like that's really old. Use like your first cube. Use a completely whack method that you've never tried before, and just like do a session of that. It'll make cubing fun again. It just feels different. I mean, obviously it is different nowadays. And I only started in early 2022. Okay, you know nothing. I'm sorry, but you know nothing. Obviously, that's hyperbole. You probably know a lot more than I would give like give any other 2022 speed cuber credit for. But just like all the earlier things in cubing, you probably don't know much about. Like all the ones that Stu Cubing hasn't made a video on, you probably know like next to none of them. Alright, I don't know why everything is like getting glitchy. I'm just gonna skip Scram and go again because I want to solve the Rubik's Cube. Alright, I'll switch to the Along GT just because I think it'll be better. No magnets though is a bit weird. Because like this cube feels really nice. I really like this cube. It just has no magnets. Like if this thing had magnets, I'd probably be able to global like sub 10 easily. I don't know. I'm performing the best on my Zenchi, but it just keeps popping. So, okay, H-Perm joined, and Sam keeps on timing and not submitting, so I'm assuming that Sam accidentally left somewhere, so I'm just going to skip again. My mean is so mid? What does your mean? 1260? That's mid? Alright. I messed up, didn't I? Yep, I did. Oh gosh, blue is actually hard to solve on. I think if I did it from the front, it would have actually been the ZB, and not just a stupid Ciolo. I'm gonna just go back to my Zanchi and just hope I don't pop. That's really all I can do. Are you using all them old stickers? They're cool but old? Oh, I mean, I'm using boomer cubes. I'm using cubes back when like I started cubing. These cubes were already either not relevant anymore or they were like being used at the time. Alright, more unidentified people are joining. I'm just gonna kick Sam because the room is going insane. New scram. Here. Alright, there we go. Hey, nice. 56. Congrats. Yeah. This cube is definitely the one I perform best on. Alright. I'm either going to end the stream the next time I either win a solve, get a sub 8, or I pop 5 pieces or more. I hope you record more live streams. Very nice guy. I do intend to live stream a lot more this summer, seeing as World is done. I wouldn't describe my streams as peak just because like my setup is so bad. Like earlier on in the stream, I not only was using 2014 cubes, I was also using a 2014 camera because of how bad my internet was. For some reason, it's improved now, but at the beginning, it was quite awful. Also, I think these guys aren't solving, so skip. Okay. Okay, this K Mora guy. 6'8", bro. How am I ever gonna win? Average 6'7", 6'8". Okay, that makes sense. Yo, it's Canyon. Oh, what up, Canyon? I'm K Mora, by the way. Oh, okay. I gotta lock in. I mean, I gotta lock in too. I mean, I'm never gonna win at this rate. Maybe all I gotta do is just pretend that this is a 3x3 and maybe I'll have a chance. Oops. 12-4. Okay. Ugh. Corner cutting is not a thing. Oh. What? Okay. That was nuts. Why did it just cut, like... It cut here. It's the reverse corner cutting that's bad. What? Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, that solve was really smooth, guys. Can we, like, always transition between solves like that? Oh, 7? You did get a 7. That was so risky. That could have exploded any one of those turns. I'll be honest, guys. I don't even think I can win with my main cube against these people. So you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my main cube against these people. Where did I put it? I put it somewhere. It's back here. I think. Nope. That was my main from like 3 years ago. This is my main. You can tell because that's a cat. It's still gonna take me quite a while. Wow, stickerless cubes look weird. I just sledged into a dock case. Beautiful. 1102. That's like bad on the Zenchi. What's your favorite PLL besides J and H? Probably just U-perms. They're nice in literally any context you can think of. Speaking of the devil. Do you do the U-prints with the emus or without? Depending on which angle I get them from, I kind of just do all of the above. I have a slight bias towards the MU ones, I believe. But like, if the RU ones show up at a good angle, like in that solve right there, then I'll do the RU one. I am always 1 or 2 seconds behind you. I mean, yeah, because you average 1 or 2 seconds slower than me. You like my H-burn finger tricks? Could you show me your largest cube later in the stream if possible? Probably not, just because it's too big. It's NGC beta, right? Yes. Took me forever to work out that X cross. There we go. Now I'm back to sub 8. Yay! That is an alarm that I had for something that I need to do. Next up wins the match. I'm sorry, Luke, but unless you can get 5A on commit. No, he didn't. In this weird 1v1 that never exists in the first place, K-Mora wins. Bro got a DNF on the Mega Wings? Oh, yeah. My bad, let me fix that. I'm consistently sub 8 though, which I'll take. Quite a twist. Oh, whoops. Hello, I am Brazilian from Brazil. Whoa, I would have never guessed. Ugh. That G from execution was a bit tragic. I don't know where the coin twist is. I don't know either, man. Couldn't tell you. Almost a sub-Mitch. Is 628 enough, though? We're about to find out. Hmm? Hold. Is 628 enough? No! Dang it, dude. Get the 610. You kidding me? Whoops. That was for sure the solve the whole time. Why are you walking away? There you go. Ugh. Oh, bro, are you kidding me? If I didn't mess up my oil, I might have actually had a shot that solve. Yay, I want to solve. I mean, I sold just not on purpose. Why was 6 afraid of 7? I'm doing OS roast to solve. Aw, you guys are poor sports. Because 7, 8, 9, exactly. Alright, fine. If you guys want to do OH, I'm down to play your game. I'm so down to play you guys' game. Boom. Aw. Come out. Average like mid 12, by the way? Yeah, same. Yeah, I also average mid 12. Average shit at OH? I don't think 13.5 is technically shit, but table abuse? Of course I do. It's like the only reason I'm good at one-handed. If table abuse was banned, I'd average like 15. Also, if table abuse was banned, Rue would just suck. Okay, we take it. That was such a dumb solve, but yeah. Alright, well, looks like I won. I think I won fair and square. It was with the peel skip though, so I want to try to get one more like legit win. No getting lucky. That was not good. Apparently Kimura got a timer start DNF, it looks like. I messed up entry? Oh, okay. We'll run it back. And because Riley joined, we need to skip scram. Stop being lucky! Bro. The easy ZBs are just too good. Alright, I'll go for one more. And then after that, I'm gonna head out. That was a bad sell, but whatever. 11-8. Hopefully that's enough. 11-8 should be enough, I hope. Oh, never mind. He also got 11-8. Alright, one more. I messed up the Z firm. Ouch. There we go. Full step 1081, that's gotta be enough. 1165 over to 5. Somehow that's still not even state record. Wilson Hedinger just took my one-handed state record with 1161. So I'm trying to practice to get that. I have 6 OH rounds over the next month and a half, so hopefully I'll be able to cook up something. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna end it off. Session best average of 100. Oh my gosh, all of these are in my junk session. All right. $13 tennis, my PB4. Nice. Yo, what's up? Yo, perfect timing. I'm just about to end the stream. All right. Thank you guys for watching the stream. The stream was a bit chaotic in nature, but honestly, I think like the chaos in it actually drives a lot more viewership, because this was actually my best stream ever in terms of like viewership and like viewer retention. So thank you guys for making this stream a good one. I'll catch y'all later. Bye. See you. Goodbyes.